We talked about the importance of maintaining your equipment at the end of the day, and giving yourself maybe 10 to 15 minutes before you head home to clean up the machine correctly. But you will never realize the importance of cleaning your machines and what that means until you actually talk to a technician who actually services machines on a regular basis. Let's listen to what he has to say about the importance of maintaining your equipment.
So take a look at this. This is how the machine is brought to me. You can clearly see none of this was cleaned out when they were finished. So they get an accumulation of hair here, which that'll cause bind and wear on the belt and the drive motor. They let the belt dirt build up in here, and there's a bearing clip that holds this bearing. And when that grinds down and gets too small from the sand, which is abrasive, it grinds down the steel bearing and it grinds down the bearing clip. And then once the clearance is too big, the brush will fall out of the machine and now you can't clean anymore. With a little bit of maintenance each day when you're done with your cleaning, the machine's gonna perform better for you and work longer. Otherwise, you're gonna break down because of the abrasive dirt tearing everything up, your machine's gonna fail, and now you have to go on to something else. You're not cleaning carpet, you're not being productive. So just a few minutes each day, take the time, remove your brush, clean all the hair, lint out of it, wash the dirt off of it, hose out underneath here so everything's clean and ready to go for your next shift tomorrow. But unfortunately, this one's gonna need a new clip. So we undo this. And we remove the worn bearing clip, and we're gonna replace it with a new bearing clip so it'll fit tight. See, this one needs to be replaced as well. I need a piece of steel to remove it. And they should do this at the site level as well. Remove this once a day at the end of the day and pull the hair out of it. Makes a huge difference. And we simply take an Allen wrench, which everybody has readily available in their custodial toolbox at the site. And they can pull this off, and then they can pull this out of there. That's binding up the bearings, wearing everything out. No good. Clean things wear longer, last longer. Dirty things wear out faster. Well, that's got too much wear for me, so I'm gonna actually change this to a new one. This is caused from leaving your machine full of water, and then it just drips and drips until the minerals plug up the orifice, and now you need either a new jet or attempt to clean it. But you should always drain your tanks when you're finished. Drain your recovery tank, drain your solution tank. Every time you use it, put it away. Everything needs to dry out. Whenever you clean jets for extractors or anything else, always use something plastic. This is off of a plastic fork. So to scrape that mineral out, only use plastic, no metal. Metal will change the shape of the orifice and it won't spray a perfect pattern. So just like that, plastic, clean, make sure you can see light through it, and you're good to go. We use a industry standard backpack vacuum style. These vacuums, they only work off of airflow. There's no beater bar brush like an upright, so the machine is dependent on airflow to remove the material out of the carpet and get it into the filters. So it all works off of airflow. So the most important thing is to maintain your vacuum and keep all filters clean, because the vacuum will not operate without airflow. This is how it gets stuff out of the floor, is with suction and airflow to pull it out. There's no brush. So you got to keep them clean. So we recommend changing our paper filters every hour. We shake out our cloth filter every night. We pull it out, we shake all the dust out of it so it's clean for tomorrow. And we use a HEPA style filter for the bottom. We take these out every night, we tap the dust out of them, and we put everything back together so it's ready for tomorrow. The motors in today's backpack vacuum cleaners are so strong, if the filters aren't clean, it will start to pull dirt through the filters and into the motor. And they're a brush motor, so the dust will get into the brush motor and it will rub in between the brushes and the communicators and just grind the brushes down to nothing. So you're going to be replacing brushes more often than you would need to if you kept the vacuum clean. So keeping it clean makes your brushes last longer, and the bearings last longer as well, because after it goes through there, then it goes through the lower bearing in the motor, and the dirt's very abrasive and it will just start to wear those bearings down. Next thing you know, you turn your vacuum on, you just hear a grinding noise, and then that's when I come in. But if we do this simple maintenance every day, it takes not even 2 minutes, and your vacuum motor will last for many years, and the brushes will last at least a year, rather than a month or two. So keeping them clean, everything runs better. It's better for you, more productive for you, easier on your body with a good performing vacuum. So keep them clean. Clean your filters every day. I would say 80 to 90% of the repairs I do on carpet cleaners, vacuum cleaners, automatic scrubbers, wet dry vacs is lack of maintenance, period. That's 80 or 90% of the mechanical failure is because of that. Wet and dry vacs is because they don't clean out the excess wax, so it builds up, gets sucked into the motor, or they don't use an anti-foam because it's not convenient for them to go get more anti-foam. The foam gets sucked up into the machine, ruins the vacuum motor. Auto scrubbers, they wear the squeegees out and the wheels out because they don't clean them. The carpet machines are mostly worn out from the aggressive dirt and hair binding on the bearings because they don't clean them out. And the last is the vacuum cleaners. If they're not cleaned out, they fail faster than any other machine. They have the high-speed motors in them, and the carbon brushes just dissolve if the vacuum's not kept clean. It's very important. Just do 5 minutes of maintenance each day. Whether it's take your vacuum apart, shake the dust out of it, put it back together. Your wet dry vac, hose it out, wipe it down, wipe the squeegee out, hose the squeegee, keep it clean. Auto scrubbers, you're done. You dump your dirty water, remove your squeegee, spray it off, hose it out. Everything will last longer, and you won't need me as often, and you'll be a more productive employee for it. You're going to work a lot smarter and not as hard. We're paid by the hour. We have plenty of time to maintain our equipment. A little bit of maintenance at the end of each shift will prolong the life of all of your equipment and make your work easier for you and easier on your body, and you'll be more productive. 5 minutes of maintenance each day. That's all you got to do. Clean your machines before you put it in that closet.